Hey everybody, Tony here with Nothing But Car Reviews, and today we're taking a look at a new 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer RS with front wheel drive. So let's get right into it. So to start out with, this color is going to be the Mosaic Black Metallic. And our interior is going to consist of jet black with red accents, and that's going to be a cloth, kind of like a sport cloth. But we have a 1.3 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, made it to a CVT. And as you get to this rear end here, we have our LED tail lights there. And there's our trunk space there. And then we have a little bit of storage underneath here for our spare tire, as you can see. And then to fold these seats down, all we have to do is push up here on either side and they'll fold flat, and then we can just pull the seat back up. But I like how the Trailblazer is kind of blacked out there. We have the black badging throughout on this model. And these RSs just look really, really sharp. Taking a look at these 18-inch wheels, you kind of have the silver with the black there. Really sporty look. They did a really good job with that. And there's our gas tank there. And we have passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And this one has a technology package, so you get LED headlamps, you have the HD backup cam, along with some other features that I'll get into. But here we have our LED fog lights, LED headlamps, and we have our LED daytime running lights there. And I really love this, like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a gold finish, like a light bronze. It looks really, really sharp on this black. Let's go ahead and pop the hood so you all can see this engine bay. And there's that 1.3 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. But next we're gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So from the driver's seat, actually pretty roomy in here for such a small SUV. I'm 6'3". I have the seat adjusted for some of my size where I'm comfortable and I can still see out. And I have a ton of headroom, probably about 2 to 3 inches there. So really impressive. And then I can slide my knees underneath the steering wheel, and I love the steering wheel, by the way, which we'll get into in a minute. Over here, the door panel, I really like how they did this stitching here that feels really soft, kind of like the outside of a Reebok shoe or something. And this red stitching here, oh, it just feels really great, and it looks really nice along with this black gloss here and the black on the door panel. But we have our power door locks, power window switches, power mirrors, and we can lock the windows by hitting that button there. Have a little storage pocket here, and we have storage here along with a cup holder right in here. And then as part of our technology package, we have a 7-speaker Bose sound system. So that technology package I think is a $1,600 or $1,700 option, but you really get a lot with it. But we'll test out that sound system here momentarily. Headlamp controls here, fog lights. And then to the steering wheel here, I really like this leather wrapped wheel, but we have a heated steering wheel toggle here. We have cruise control, and then this is actually going to be adaptive in this one, and then we can adjust the gap for that here, and then we have our functionality for the cruise there. But over here we have our voice recognition controls, and then we use these controls here to go through that gauge cluster. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side we have our track list or radio station favorite controls, and on the right side we have the volume. So let's go ahead and hop on the other side and check out the features of the radio. So in the driver's seat here, I have a pretty adjustable, I want to say 8-way power seat with power lumbar support. And then we have a manual seat over here for the passenger, front passenger. We have a bar to pull up, and then we have the bar here to adjust the seat back. And over here, I really like how they continue that stitching there. It kind of looks like Iron Man a little bit. That matte red there looks fantastic. And then we have a little spot here if you want to put change or something small over here. And then a glove compartment with owner's manuals here. hazards here. Let's get into this radio. We have AM, FM, and XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And we also have the option of wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. We have a Wi-Fi hotspot. We can pull up our single zone automatic climate controls on the screen here, or we can use the buttons down below, which we'll get into in a second. But let's just test out this 7-speaker Bose sound system. So really good sound quality, and I'm not surprised by that with this being a Bose system, but just really good bass, really good overall sound. And as soon as you get in a vehicle that has a Bose sound system, you can tell you're in it because you just get that kind of enclosed sound, and it's just such a great sound going there. So there's our backup camera. That's that HD camera that comes with the technology package, and as I'm turning the steering wheel, you can see the lines are following how I'm turning it to show you where you'll be heading based on how you turn the wheel. So down here to the AC controls, like I said, we have them on the screen, but down here we have them as well, and we can toggle that on and off, adjust the temperature, we can toggle the auto mode, and then we can choose where we want the air to flow. And we have 3-stage heated seats, but because of the chip shortage, you'll have to have it retrofitted later. And down here, we have an SD card reader, a USB-A and USB-C port there, along with an aux. Then we have a 12-volt as well. And then also part of that technology package, we have a wireless charging pad. So that technology package really gets you a lot of options for the money. And then while I have the shifter down, we can toggle our auto stop here, our lane departure, traction control, sport mode, and then our snow and ice mode. And our shifter here, which of course is the CVT, but you can kind of shift how high it revs. There's a button behind here, reverse, neutral, drive, and then in low mode, there's a little toggle here where you can shift up and down. But 2 cup holders here, and I like how we have this little in between the cup holders. We can put our phone and kind of slide, keep that perfect in there if we don't want to use the wireless charging pad. And our electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, press down to disengage. We have a little cubby space here for the center console, which I like. And then you have the bigger one here with the removable tray. And I like how that fits in there. And push button start over here. And then we have the key fob here with remote start. But before we take this Trailblazer on a test drive, let's go ahead and check out the back seat. So like I said before, being up here, I'm 6'3", and I have the seat in front of me adjusted for someone of my size. But in this rear seat, actually a lot of space. I have about 1.5 inches of headroom here. And then I can also, I can't adjust the rear seat, but I'm able to fit my knees behind the seat, and where it has a little cushion, you can see that it's not there on the right side, but on the left side I can actually fit my knees in here so that I can fit behind without having my kneecaps busted. And here we have our center seat that folds down for cup holders there. Down here we have a USB-A and USB-C charging port, and then my favorite thing, a 120 volt 3-prong household plug in there if you want to charge a laptop or something like that.